Kutlaca, and I'm the high school co-principal at the Harbour School. I'm the teacher cohort leader of the 6-member team of educators from my school that participated in the Envisioning Innovation in Education project. For anyone watching this, I invite you to consider how you might leverage colleagues as resources and engage teachers as learners. Despite different school backgrounds, I hope that any Hong Kong educator can find similarities in my innovation story to their own context. The Harbour School is a thoughtful, progressive school with an international and inclusive community. Founded in 2007, we've since developed certain ways and expectations of how to interact with one another and the types of thinking to build a supportive and evolving school. These are governed by our 5 values. Experience comes first, invested in the individual, community-oriented, redefining rigour, and life-worthy learning. We believe how we work as teachers impacts how we work with students. If we want students to be adaptable and flexible, we first must mirror and model these values as adults. Between 2019 and 2023, with all the different challenges that we were facing under a transient nature that is Hong Kong, our school experienced high staff turnover and difficulties in sending staff for external professional development. With complete newbies and veterans, we discussed how to THSify our teachers to align with the values and mindset that made our school unique. We grappled with lots of different questions. Some, how can we ensure that the unique knowledge stayed within the school and not just leave with people? As new colleagues arrive, how can we exchange knowledge and cultivate mindsets to maintain our school culture? As part of the EIE experience, we had to carve out time and space to meet as a study group to discuss our school's most pressing needs and come up with inquiry topics for innovation. EIE encouraged us to find small entry points within challenges, and we did so by looking through the lens of a teacher training program as a way to bridge our topics. To cultivate instructional and sharing practices that aligned with our school values, the teacher training program eventually became an internal PD mechanism called DIVE. This stands for Developing Innovative and Versatile Educators. So it was really EIE's intentional creation of time and space and the iterative inquiry process of try, share, revise that inspired us on how to go about innovating within our school. We were given opportunities to test out ideas, play around with tweaking, reflect, and re-envision the DIVE program. Unlike traditional PD, DIVE sessions are not only technical focused, but culturally driven. As opposed to having a rigid, set, structured PD topic, DIVE's flexibility, matched with school values, has allowed us to remain current with the shifting school needs and emerging teacher priorities. To be versatile and innovative educators, we needed our staff to share the belief that no single idea is exclusive to a subject or discipline, and in fact can be adapted for any context where appropriate. In one of our DIVE sessions, called Maker Moves, we invited teachers to put themselves in the shoes of their students by engaging in a fun, hands-on workshop. Teachers experienced Project Zero thinking routines and were introduced to the Agency by Design framework. The real purpose of this session was to provide teachers with a tool and an experiential activity that could be adapted for their classrooms. But they could also walk away with a deeper understanding of the systems that support our teaching philosophy and values. Besides that, DIVE is not expert-led, but learner-centric. What this means is that DIVE sessions are planned and led by staff who we believe already carry a wealth of expertise, where colleagues engage each other as learners and resources. This echoes our school values of experience comes first, invested in the individual, and community-focused. As adults, how we connect with and learn from each other is a model and mirror to how we want our students to perform and interact. One session called Learning Morsels focused on teachers sharing their own professional inspirations in small groups. The impact of redirecting this authority and expertise away from those who were considered the leaders was really profound, and many teachers strengthened their practice based on the inspiration they gained from their peers. Our DIVE program has succeeded as the technical mechanism to integrate cultural elements, norms, principles, and frameworks we're looking to promote at our school. We've observed teachers becoming greater risk takers in the classroom, individuals becoming more receptive and embracing of feedback, and a more robust sharing practice has emerged school-wide. These elements are not technical requirements that make a teacher a teacher. However, we have witnessed our teachers achieve THS mastery when the culturally driven practices promoted through DIVE are as equally treasured as the technical requirements of being an educator. So far, DIVE has been focused on aligning teacher mindsets and practices to school values. Looking forward, we intend to infuse the cultural elements into our performance management framework for teachers. Just as we're so careful to facilitate learning with our students before assessing them, we should mirror this concept with our staff. All in all, when envisioning innovation in education, I encourage school leaders to embrace the iterative inquiry process, or simply put, to focus on the process, not the product. There may always be the pressure to have the perfect plan, all the answers from the forefront, and be accountable to that final outcome. However, from this experience, I say with weight that our DIVE program would have been stunted had we not embraced this mindset. Evolving with the future means that the only certainty is that there is no certainty. I encourage educators to get comfortable with the unknown, reflect often, and never be afraid of change.